So Star Wars news. The celebration in Japan happened, and they had the live stream of it, and there's a whole lot of stuff going on. But it was odd how little you really saw of Kathleen Kennedy. She was there the whole time. She only made a few appearances.
Her presence fell over the crowd, and
Yeah, and allegedly, I haven't gone to confirm it for myself, but a couple of her appearances at the event have been pulled from the Star Wars YouTube channel coverage of the event.
And this is
It's just the
from-
live stream.
and this is from.
This is from Echo Base,
All right, cool.
our buddies over there, and it was funny. He was doing the total Japanese dialect. Oh, Kathleen Kennedy, you bad. We don't want you here.
Oh, wow.
But you know what? The shots, the audience, the audience was an international people from all over the world. It wasn't just Japanese people at the Tokyo celebration. They were
I think even Clown.
everywhere. Yeah, Clownfish, yeah.
I think I heard that he said that he was there, but I could be mistaken. It could have been previous year.
Oh, okay.
But he said that they actually had gone to him before.
Yeah, I just remember the two Beefalos that had the leather jackets. I mean, how many cows had to die for that?
Yeah.
Both of them for the Chicago one, and they were at the Comic Con where they were I fucking my 12-inch scale Jawa from the classic line,
Right.
and then looking on their phone and coming, how much? And then they finally, here's the money, and go and grab it. And then I pulled the other one back, pulled the other one from behind Fortress Maximus, and they, I'm like, nah, whatever.
Not interested in Force Features? What the fuck?
Right? And it's the Takara one. It's not
Oh my God.
yeah, it's sweet.
I bet.
Well,
You're like, well, yeah.
it was just kind of funny to see like Kathleen and Filoni up there alongside Sean Levy talking about his upcoming film, which they have nothing to do with, and they looked all awkward and just like,
Good.
what are we even doing there?
Yeah. What the fuck are you guys doing there?
Yeah, I know.
What couple mongoloids?
No shame.
Yeah, that's it. No shame.
Yeah.
They're hoping
I'm
the
surprised,
Japanese.
I'm surprised Bobby wasn't there. Hi guys. Yeah, fuck off, Bobby.
They're hoping the Japanese aren't as offended by this Disney Star Wars as the rest of the world.
Keep the blacks out of the pictures and stuff. So you know.
Oh, yeah, whatever.
Oh, that was Chinese market.
That was
Excuse
just
me.
trying to market.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
In Japan, Disney is big.
Yeah.
It's super big.
They really like Nightmare Before Christmas. I know that.
Yeah.
Do just anything, really.
Really.
And a lot of malls that have nothing to do
Oh,
with
dude.
nothing. There's a Disney store.
That one time, year before last, 3 years, whatever. The one time I got to go to Galaxy's Edge, the park was packed. I'd never seen so many people there. Galaxy's Edge, not so much. But once we left that land and went out into the park for any reason, it was unbelievably packed.
Yeah.
I've never seen so many people at Disneyland, and I've been to Disneyland 100 I've been there, man.
They used to go as a family every
It
year.
was a Monday in October. It wasn't like it was a weekend, and over half the merch that people were sporting was Nightmare Before Christmas.
Right?
I mean, the Disney merch.
Yeah.
You know, fully half, if not more, 60%.
That's why I love buying that stuff because it's just gold. It just
Yeah, everybody loves that.
And of course, it was October, which I don't know if that had any impact on it, but I mean, because you know,
Do they still do that light show?
Yeah, and
I don't know.
Which one?
and of course the Haunted
For Halloween
Mansion.
or whatever. I don't know.
Oh.
No, and the Haunted
Main
Mansion.
Street light show? I don't
Yeah, no, they do that.
The only time I was ever there was end of February, a couple of years before they came out with the Star Wars things. And there was a big party thing. I think it was a firework. I don't remember a light show.
No, it's the parade on Main Street.
Yeah.
They look like parade, but no, they had the Haunted Mansion all done up with the Nightmare Before Christmas for the season, and so, but still, everybody who was wearing Disney merch, most of them
Nightmare Before
was
Christmas.
Nightmare Before Christmas. Yeah,
Wow.
hoodies, shirts.
So yeah, what was Kathleen Kennedy and the Magic Cowboy doing there? Because they're in charge?
Every time you say Magic Cowboy, I think of John Lovitz in that they did the parody of the school movie. Him and Tia Carrera.
Yes.
And he comes to the the dance, and he's wearing like the rhinestone cowboy.
Yes, I love it. Well, it's still better. It's still a better look than
I respect John Lovitz more.
yes, than the Magic Cowboy because
Well, you know, I
It
mean,
pains me to think of him like that.
they're there to represent Lucasfilm, but nothing that they've been in charge of or had anything to do with is on the slate right now. And everything that they have been in charge of or had anything to do with has been
has killed
the
the franchise.
yeah, it's been the worst of of the content. And it's like, why don't you guys just stay home this weekend?
Right?
Because we don't need you here for this because you got nothing to do with anything we're announcing, and we want people to be excited. We don't want you to come out and just, you know.
But the Magic Cowboy's wife got to go and get a bunch of lady boys, so you know. And then, that's no good at all.
It's just so funny though that here it is, the CEO, president of Lucasfilm,
And the creative director of
is having her appearances at the celebration pulled from the official YouTube page, channel, because
he's a bomb.
because she bombed
Yeah.
at the event.
And the Magic Cowboy too. Hooray! That's good news. That means the fight goes on. It's a reason to breathe. It's a reason to live. It's a reason to wake up in the morning.
I mean, I
Make
don't
some
even know.
napalm. Something. Come on.
I don't know how she shows up to work in the morning and expects to. I mean,
Well, it's like what Elijah said. Just no shame.
yeah, it's like, nobody wants you here, but we're stuck with you.
Wait, it's just like this situation.
Yeah. Yes.
No
Very
shame.
much, yeah.
Yes.
It's the thing that wouldn't leave.
Yes.
And bonus points if you get that one. Saturday Night Live, the thing that wouldn't leave.
You don't tell them and then give them the answer. They gotta go. They gotta look for it.
Go Google it.
Because it took Elijah an hour to find what's her name, Esmeralda or whatever from the Sexiest Voices.
From Wizards.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
it took like 40 minutes to find out who this picture was because it's not spelled the same way as you spelled it on the poll.
So, hey man, I took that right off of the wiki or whatever.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah,
So I had to-
that was my first mistake.
Reverse image search the image like 3 times,
Wow.
and then I finally found it, and it's in Wizards, and I could only find like a 9-second voice clip with the other elf calling her a slut,
Yeah.
and she said like 2 words.
That's almost pretty.
It's not a backseat though, man. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's sad because I mean, it looks like a good movie.
Oh, it is. It's
Oh,
have you-
Wizards is a
You never
classic.
seen it?
No, I've never seen it.
Oh, dude.
Not that I can remember.
Oh my God. Do you have
Wizards. I don't have like a physical copy, but it's out there on streaming.
I've got physical copies. Yeah, you need to
Dude, Wizards.
watch it.
Wizards got a raw deal
do
because it was.
Yeah, we'll see.
It came out in '77 and it was doing really well. And then
This fucking movie called Star Wars shows up.
No. This fucking movie called Fantasia is re-released to the
Oh,
theaters.
that's what it was.
And it was pulled because most theater managers at the time didn't want to have 2 animated films running at the same time. So they pulled Wizards so they could play Fantasia. That's what happened.
That and not all the rampant Nazi imaging.
No,
Yeah.
Wizards was actually doing really well
Yeah.
until Disney decided to re-release Fantasia, and that knocked him out of the
It
theaters.
was rotoscope, right?
Well,
Yeah.
Baxter used a lot of rotoscoping. Yeah,
It was a wild fucking movie.
Fire and Ice was like pretty much all rotoscope.
Yeah.
Fire and Ice was the Frazetta film.
Oh, my God.
Frazetta designed.
We don't
Oh
see that.
God, it's killer. The story's not so great, but I mean, it is.
It's Frank Frazetta.
It's Frank Frazetta's artwork, animated.
Frank Frazetta designed your costume. Oh.
Yeah. And Frazetta even was out there trying to coach the barbarians how to be barbaric because he was a badass. And the stuntmen are like, no, we can't do that. That's not how it's done. And he's out. I mean, yeah, dude, Frazetta was the shit.
Yeah.
And yeah, Frazetta and Bakshi made a movie together called Fire and Ice. One of the best animated films you've never heard of. It's great. I saw it in the theater. It was Bakshi and Frazetta. Of course I went.
Of course.
And Wizards was great. And a lot of people were robbed of seeing it in the theater because it got pulled before it should have.
Did you have a total Judge Reinhold moment? Wow!
Oh my God. Judge Reinhold.
Now-
Another one I got tired of seeing every time you turn around.
If you caught that, then
Judge Reinhold was like the Pedro Pascal of the 80s.
oh yes, huh? He was
Every time you turn around, there he is again.
in Gremlins.
For a short time.
Yes,
And
smaller. Yeah,
well, hopefully that's going to happen to Pedro, you know.
it's been too long. Nope. That's it.
Now I can't. Now it's going to bug me until I find out what was the last thing he was in.
I think he was in a TV show with McFly's mother.
Oh, yeah.
I think so. Maybe. Or maybe that was the other guy from Breakfast Club. I don't know. I kind of go in and out of reality, so just like, So,
At least your reality has cancer.
there you go. Thank you. But yeah, you guys got any comments further about KK and Japaninawa and...
There's hardly anything to add. But no shame. She's just got no shame at all. Any other person would have killed themselves right now. I mean, it's annoying.
Right?
Can I not say that? You might have to edit that.
Whatever.
Don't
In
worry.
theory.
Don't worry. Watch this. They need to muzzle them like they tried to with Rachel Ziegler right before Snow White came out.
Right?
And then they failed. But they tried.
Did they though? think
I
they
say
did.
try. I didn't say succeed,
I
Tom.
think, no. I don't even think they tried. I think it was just a half-hearted attempt, just like, oh yeah, whatever.
There was a week of silence, and then
Okay,
she
there was a
came
week
back.
of silence. Yeah. So, alrighty then. Let us know what you think.
Yeah, what do you think? I mean,
I'm with
it's this.
Elijah that she has no shame and she should have
it-
offed herself a long time ago
It
because
is.
anybody else with any ounce of self-respect or would have just quit the industry and just left.
Would have quit while they were ahead.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean,
Done the whole total Phantom of the Opera thing and just...
I mean,
Apparently, they're going to edit that.
this is a textbook on again, off again relationship.
Yeah.
She's leaving. No, she's staying. No, now she's leaving. Now she's staying again. Oh no,
If
she's
we're
leaving.
talking about
No.
relationships, it is a complete toxic relationship, and
And if she wants to
Abusive.
go out on a win, and she's waiting for Andor to be the win for her, she had nothing to do with it.
Oh, just like Mandalorian, right?
No, take
no,
credit.
she had stuff to do with Mandalorian.
Yeah,
Taking it.
She had a lot of stuff to do with what happened to the Mandalorian and how
Yeah.
what. Oh God.
Excuse me, Mandalorian season 1 and 2.
Yeah, no, she had nothing to do with bringing it to us. She had everything to do with killing it.
Yeah.
Just like she's killing everything else she touches. She's like like what typhoid Mary or something. Everything she touches gets just shrivels up and dies.
Oh well, that's her husband's problem. So,
I mean,
Mine
oh,
is country
dude.
shit.
dude.
Yeah, that poor guy.
It's sort of like all right. So I just have a question because this is like people like her and the Kamala, which still sounds like a Bond villain from the 70s. I don't care. You can never like So anyway, but I'm like, how do these bitches like? Joe Rogan thought she was a smoke show back in the day, in the before time. No, because she still had that stupid gob and just I can't stand stupid broads. So I don't know how.
Hey, man, you're talking about our next governor.
Yeah, fuck that couch too. Yeah. So I just broads that are like that. Like, how do they even like? Are the guys just dumb or don't care? I know I'm going off into sociology, but just kind of.
Well, there's no accounting for taste,
That's true. That is the correct answer. Yes.
and dudes are dudes,
And they know she puts out.
and yeah.
Both of them, I get. Well, I don't know. I think Kathleen Kennedy lives like in a pod, and she just
Oh no, she lives in her own bubble.
yeah, she is
She's like the boy in the plastic bubble.
a total pod person.
Only hers isn't really plastic, but it's there.
Yeah, she's a total pod person, and I think the husband's there just as a
And there's just like
Accessory.
Yeah.
and there's
the Kamala, yeah, totally.
there's others out there too. They're like that though.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's a whole lot of them out there. They live in their own little bubble, and they think the whole world sees things the way they do.
And if
And
they don't, then there's something wrong with
there's
them.
only
Insert ism here.
a fraction of a percentage of people who see things the way they do. And
Yeah,
it's like, I'm sorry, but if the whole world has a problem with you, maybe it's not the world that has the problem.
Ta-da!
Anyway,
And it was proven at the Japan and Alan
In
Star
Japan.
Wars convention.
yes.
If you got the Japan and Alan reference, I love you. With that, like, share, subscribe.